Hey, happy Sunday night. I was just doing a video for YouTube, which will be posted tomorrow morning at Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. And I was talking about repeating patterns. And I was talking about what I went through today and how I got myself out of this. Something that I was really feel like I was wanting to stay in because it felt good. And the more, if we don't start thinking differently or believing different or taking different actions, all that, like our life kind of stays the same, right? So the challenges that we're presented with in life will just continue to happen, or things like them, until we find ways to overcome them, until we find ways to move through them, until we actually change as a person and be different so that we act differently. So then we move through them and then we don't have to keep repeating them. So repeating patterns, repeating things in your life. Like getting money and then spending it all. No matter how much money I get, I just end up spending it all, right? That's a repeating pattern. But also a pattern I have is about staying angry at something. Injustice or being triggered by something and then replaying it over in my head and then getting angry or frustrated. Or when I don't get things my way, in a way, it's like the weather's crappy today. I wanted to do this. When's it ever going to be nice here? It wasn't just that, but and often it's things that are piggybacked. So there's a lot of things underneath that are going on in life, and then something happens and it's like, tips the scale. And you're like, I can't take it anymore. But today I noticed that happening, and when I tend to go into anger, because it's like I feel more powerful in my anger. I feel more powerful in my anger. It feels like that's the way I used to release energy all the time growing up, was through anger. Some people cry, some people get really quiet, we all do something different. Mine was to get angry, to walk away, to throw things away, to completely change my life, like just blow it up, because it's like, I can't take this anymore. I'm blowing everything up. I'm going to move. I'm going to completely change things. And then later, sometimes it was like, oh, well, that was kind of crazy. I wish I didn't do all of that. But anyway, so today I had this angry feeling, and it was also just a lot because of the energies that's going on. I feel more powerful. I feel energized. I get energized, which is crazy, but I feel energized. I feel like, I'm passionate about something, and I love being passionate, right? So if life feels a little flat, when this happens, it's like, oh my God, I'm alive. I feel energetic. I feel passionate, but not in a good way. So I was thinking, this is a pattern, Diana. You need to think different thoughts to move through this differently. Right? So when I was listening to YouTube videos and stuff about, and all of a sudden I got triggered there, and I'm like, whoa, you're triggered. You're human. This is something that's always triggered you, these things. Release, let go. And then the fight would want to come up. I need to fight against this. I need to say those things. This is stupid. Well, of course, right? I'm not going to just sit here. And then I'm like, just surrender, let go. And I ask God, source, universe to guide me through this. Help me with this, because I don't want to keep repeating this pattern. And I knew that they would help me. I just didn't know when, right? So I'm like, okay, just breathe through it. Relax, relax. Cry. I cried. Because there's always sadness, shame, guilt, doubt underneath, right? And then the fight would want to come up again, right? Like the fight. Don't be helpless. Be powerful. Fight, yell, scream, get mad, right? And then I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to feel the emotions that are really there and what's really bothering me, right? Kind of cry, let it go, and go, wow, I can't believe, here we go again. Like, I don't need to feel like this. Like, when we're triggered by something, some sort of trauma from our past, even small, we tend to exaggerate situations, like exaggerate them. So I was exaggerating it, and I knew it, and I'm like, no, I'm just going to let it go. I'm going to let it go. And then you feel yourself letting go, and then I felt the fight come back. No, you can't let it go. And then I let it go again. So it's like, right there, I was being different than I had in the past. And so I felt that, see, you're being different. Now you think different thoughts, Diana. So it's like, okay, I was feeling different. I was thinking different thoughts. Now you do different behaviors. You don't react like you used to. I stayed calm. I listened to some music. You know, I was just doing things and I'm like, oh, I'm not going to go into Supreme. I know that if I did, I would only be upset with myself. If I did later in the day, I would look back and go, you did it again. Oh my God, Diana. So I said, no, I don't want to be disappointed about myself at the end of the day. So I'm going to choose to be different. It's just really powerful. We get to choose to be different. You get to choose it, right? And you will feel the fight come back. You will feel that fight come back into you and say, no, you need to react like this. You need to react like this. There's lots of reasons why you should react like this. But you can say, you can observe it. It's like observing it, right? And going, no, I'm going to be different this time. I am choosing to be different this time. So you can, and you will. And this is what it's all about. This is what it's all about. So now I feel really good at how I handled it most of the day. And it left. I feel so much better. I feel so much more positive. I feel so good. And it's only been hours, right? I chose not to sit in it. I felt it, moved it, and acted different, had different thoughts. And now I can begin to believe something different. All right, I hope this helps someone, and I will be starting a 7-day free morning ritual practice on Saturday, May 11th. I have a sign-up form. It's all free. If you want to join, that's 7 days. That starts May 11th. You can message me on Messenger, or you can, if you're on YouTube, you can post a comment, or you can message me, like DM me, and I will give you the direct link. It's going to be so good. It helps you be more aware, more conscious, start your day in a more positive, intentional way. And you're just going to feel so much better. All right. Love to you. Bye.